And like I say, one or two of the girls got away from you. One of the girls wiggled. The railings were only held on with some screws, so they could wiggle free. One of the girls played the game really well. And then she ripped off the railing and ran and escaped, and then you were trying to kill her. This innocent woman which you had either lied to or coerced or forced into the submarine. I guess when you're using drugs to lure them in, it was easier, wasn't it? A party? The Republican Party? At what cost? Your dignity? Was it fun for them? Like I said, what was it like? And was it fun when you submerged the submarines and killed all those people, or when you fired on your own ships? Those aircraft carriers? And then you try and kill me and cover it up? I guess it doesn't matter now. You lived your life. You drove on your choppers and motorcycles and had fun, didn't you? Had lots of sex. Was it the pirate life? You know, you didn't have to do that. There's plenty of money. If you had just asked. And there's plenty of drugs. If you had just asked. You would have never had to do any of that. Was JFK or Nixon convincing? Was he persuasive? Or was it the drugs? I said, you know, Nixon ratted you out. Called you a bunch of drug addict blah blahs. Kind of. I guess he didn't completely rat you out. He didn't care. And like I said, did you know he was going to blow you up? And kill all of you? Kill your children? What do you expect from someone who goes out and does piracy and orders his men to submerge? Like, what was it? Because they were Chinese, they didn't have human rights? There's more of you and more of your children than me, maybe? Pretty sure Belfast might have had submarines of their own. They might have been built in Belfast for all I know. Or other places. Like, I had shipyards and was doing submarines for a very, 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 very long time. You weren't the first. The first submarine technically was in year 1200 or something like that. That was the first submarine. And that might have been the first the first nuclear submarine came soon after, or some distant time after, when we knew it was going to be safe. Anyway, lead acid batteries worked pretty well. So, yeah, we've had lead acid a lot longer than you knew about. Interesting trying to recreate or lie about history. So if all of you go out there and lie, one small, actually, like I said, 8 or 16 submarines versus What is Germany? What is Japan, China, and the whole world, and Russia? And they called me a monster. No, they didn't. They never called me a monster. And like I said, what was it like when you stole the money for the children's parade? Like I said, I had a trust fund set up for all the children's parades in all the different countries. That's where the Ku Klux Klan comes in. They stole the money, and then they dressed up in white sheets and cut holes for eyes and walked down the streets. And in place of farm animals or beautifully decorated floats, you had a bunch of people in white bed sheets. And then they didn't even buy the sheets. They actually got it from a hotel, and they actually returned the sheets to the hotel. Holes and all. At least that's what I heard. They had no honor. They had no discipline. They had no morals. They had no self-respect. I'd say when I saw the parade, I was like, what the fuck is that? And then when they tried to shut down the orphanages, or charge the orphanages taxes, I said, was there no end to your ever descending spiral? Or did you just figure you'd get to 80 and not give a fuck? Hearing words like they could go live on the street. Bunch of college students, 15-year-old or something like that. 18, 20. That's what that was. Young, dumb, and full of cum doesn't cover it. Like I said, my name is Lucifer Star, creator of suns, galaxies, life forms, plants, and animals, and the human race. I gave an order to my life forms to take the earth apart if they had to. And to start from the beginning of its creation and move all the way through it. If they had to, molecule by molecule. I didn't care. But I wanted to know what the fuck had happened. And why. Meanwhile, Pinkerton and all kinds of other things. And a bunch of children who eventually realized that their children's parade and their orphanages' financial money was shut down because of some teenagers who just wanted to party and drink and have sex. With some underage girls, probably. Let's go ahead and just throw that in there. Like I said, you stole from children. You sunk a Japanese boat full of children who had never seen the ocean going to Japan. And then watched them drown. Some say you did surface, but then submerged again. The stories vary, as the teachers and other people were just trying to save the children that were drowning. I hear anywhere from 2,800 to 6,000 children. 13 schools. I say it created quite a ripple. Some would say it was your downfall. Even Germany was like, what the fuck? Even America was like, what the fuck? Some people couldn't live with it. I don't know. There were a few people that took the honorable way out and just shot themselves in the head. But nowhere near enough. Beer money. Was that it? Or did you want guns to shoot more innocent people? I just gotta ask the questions. And since I am your Lord, your Creator, well. Anyway, I don't really care about the answers because I'm sure they're about as pathetic as your actions. Some great nation. The U.S. This great nation of USA. For which you could hear the screaming women across the street from the White House as they screamed for help. And the next day, the people in the White House said, yeah, they really enjoyed it the night before. If even half of what I know is true, well, JFK didn't care.